Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 6th round of the ARCSOA Elite Series World Tour here at the Texas World Speedway. 42 cars now are lining up for this race. We'll talk about that in a minute, but the big news headline coming into this weekend is that the American 700 will not be going back to Fontana. We heard the Texas World Speedway, had they not have come up this quickly, was interested in the American 700, as now it is going back to a rotating race amongst tracks. However, we are now looking, the series now is looking at other facilities because the Auto Club Speedway is converting to a half-mile road course, or a half-mile short track, which should be interesting to look at. As you take a look through the field here, there is a number of the drivers that, could possibly win this race, as the field has been very close, but we're also calling this race one of the more risky races on the schedule because the Texas World Speedway has just recently been repaved, and we are expecting it to be a very high-speed race here in College Station, Texas. Back on the American 700 again, a couple of tracks that are in consideration. There's apparently 4 tracks ARCSOA is considering, 2 from the new racing facility, company called APT. They are opening a track in Denver and a track in Trenton, New Jersey, or near Trenton, New Jersey. It is unsure if either track will be ready, though, to host the American 700 this year. One track is still unknown. We're not sure what that track is, and the other one that's very interesting is Chicagoland Speedway in Joliet, Illinois, which could be a very interesting site for the American 700, provided that that's where they choose it. Rumor has it the 4th site is Homestead, and a couple other tracks have also been in consideration, like Michigan, which is a clone of this track as well. With that being said, let's take a look at the starting grid, and we'll kind of get to why there are a couple extra cars on the grid this week. Starting from last on the field is one of our new cars in a Pontiac G8. This is Pip Longstocking driving for the PASS team. Newest team on the grid. We'll see if they will do anything today. They seemed strong in practice, but in qualifying they didn't do as well as they would have liked. Alongside you have Mika Miyazaki starting from 41st on the grid. And a little further up we have Bobby Jones, and this will be Sivar Ilkin in the 53 car. Blameless Racing's Kai Dry and Austin Silverspoon are the next 2 cars on the grid, followed by Allison Holiday and Anthony Griffiths are the next 2 cars on the grid. Griffith looked faster in practice than where he qualified. Nick Pericles, and this is Ayapo Islemi driving the 22 car. It's been renumbered 22, this car has. Dylan Speeds and DJ Curtis are the next 2 cars on the grid. American 700 reigning champion DJ Curtis at a track similar to this in Fontana, California. Unfortunately, we won't be going back to that track. Austin Sanders and Zolt Dormitory qualifying very high up the grid for a Minervini. Good on Dormitory. Same with Ty Silverspoon. I said Ty was a little further back. That's actually Austin further back. Ty Silverspoon qualified very well. And this will be Zayden Davidson in the 84 car with Ryan Griffin, and that will be Carol Abbott in the next 2 cars on the grid. I'm sure Silver Speed in the Ryan Griffin in the Silver Speed will want to do better than what he has so far this year. Carter Fitzgerald didn't qualify very well in the Matthews Aspira, even though it's been a Matthews Aspira whitewash all weekend, at least in practice. And Lance Calvin in the 28 car, another car that's been very fast this weekend. Zachary Fitzwater needs a good run. Definitely needs a good run with the performance of the Honda team so far this year. They were expected to be perennial championship favorites, and they haven't done hardly anything. Ethan Kiterman in the 52 and the Audi also on the grid there. It's an all Marlone. Whoa, what happened here? It's an all Marlone row here, with Takumi Hirano and Gretchen Faust on this position there as well, with this being Daniel Bouchard and Vince Freeze on the next couple rows. Rich Roy and Cody Lamas are on the next 2 rows on the grid, with Eric Monaco finally getting a decent qualifying run, and Sean Perkins in the 44 car. Chester Lester Wester with probably the most amazing qualifying I've ever seen Lester Wester do. Somehow is up this high up the grid. Congratulations. And Ryan Matthews alongside Chester Lester Wester pulling miracles in that 79 car. The 51 of Ingrid Hadeland, the queen of European stock car racing, and Bethany Woodard, couldn't think there for a second, are on the next two cars on the grid. Up next, we have Sean Ard and Ethan Moore on the grid here, along with the other PASS car, that being Russell Pliskin, said to be the illegitimate son of another racing driver in another racing series. Unsure of that, Russell Pliskin there. And alongside, you have the first of the Ferraris, hometown hero, Aiden Shepard. Noah Hart will be starting just in front of Aiden Shepard. Well, not just in front, but the position in front of Aiden Shepard, along with Greg Woodard starting third. And on the front row, we have Tyler Thaber and Caitlin Tannerhill somehow qualifying on the pole. Caitlin Tannerhill has not done much this season. So with that little camera thing off to the side here, should be an interesting race here. It's a little hazy, but it's very hot here in College Station, Texas. Let's see how this race plays out. It's going to be fast, it's going to be hot, and it might be a bit dangerous, but these drivers know the risks, and hopefully we get out of here all in one piece. Tannerhill will lead the field down to the green here at Texas World Speedway. There's a lot of questions here about how the drivers will take on this 2.0 mile oval. All that talk is over as Tyler Thayer gets a much better start than Tannerhill there with Noah Hart shoving. Great to see that outside line get a good start there, but the inside line's going to have the advantage entering turn 1 and 2. Look at Aiden Shepard already starting to get going down there. Aiden Shepard really wants to win his home race here in Texas. Aiden Shepard, of course, has never won an ARCSOA Elite Series race before, but this could be his day as, looks like Ethan Moore looking way down low. It's been a Toyota show in qualifying there. They had a really good package in qualifying there, but Aiden Shepard, much to the crowd's heroics, will lead the first lap here at Texas World Speedway. So far, so good. At the start of this race here, to a little further back, we have Greg Woodard taking over second position here. Ooh, looks like a little further back. Looks like Ethan Moore struggling a little bit on the inside line there, spreading out the pack. But this is kind of what everybody wants, is they want the pack to spread out so that it doesn't get too chaotic there. Sean Ard, another Texan, looking to get his first ARCSOA Elite Series win here at Texas World Speedway. Here it comes, Woodard to the lead now. Greg Woodard, I don't believe has won an ARCSOA Elite Series race unless he won at the last one. But that is something that we will see as we keep going. Shepard would get the lead back now. Driving down towards turn number 3 and 4 here. It is Shepard, Woodard, Ard, and now a little further back you've got Ryan Matthews really starting to close in. It's been a Matthews Motorsports whiteout all weekend, except in qualifying when Carter Fitzgerald kind of bottled her lap. But now it's all going to be down to whoever can get the runs and get that inside and get the best runs they can through the corners here. It's going to be very difficult here as this race keeps going, but Aiden Shepard's done an excellent job holding that lead and trying to just hold everybody off. It's becoming very clear that Caitlin Tannerhill had some type of qualifying setup in her car because she has fallen back like a rock, not looking nearly as strong as she once did, or at least during qualifying here. However, once she gets her feet under her a little bit, she was kind of rushed up to the ARCSOA Elite Series World Championship tour, I think a little faster than what people would have liked her to be. And same with both the Mid-Atlantic cars. And I think that could be a factor going forward here. She just kind of needs some upfront running time, and she'll be a strong contender eventually. But I don't think she's there just yet. Maybe she'll prove me wrong today. Down low, we have Greg Woodard trying to take the lead away from Aiden Shepard. Looks like he's going to do that. Slide up in front of Shepard here. Also looks like Ard's going to try and get by Shepard as well. But as long as you're kind of in that front group, you should be good keeping going through this race. Ryan Matthews is really closed in on this battling pack up in front of him. However, as this run would keep going on here, Greg Woodard would open up a rather large lead over Aiden Shepard and Sean Ard as they've been kind of battling for second by themselves for a little bit here, as Woodard is loving seeing that here. as this race keeps going in his lap 10, of course. And here, so just in that little bit of time here, it's very hard to get runs going, I've noticed, on this track because of this new pavement here. If you can make a dive bomb and make it work, it tends to go well here, but look at Ard now trying the outside here. Maybe this track is just going to start getting a second lane going. Doesn't look like it, though, as Ard has to back off there on Shepard. This isn't where Nick Pericles expected himself to be. He's doing decent in the championship, but he really hasn't had any, like, marquee results yet. He's just kind of squeaked himself into these positions, and yeah, position is a position there. That's the Cleveland Browns way of racing, I guess. Like, whenever a win is a win, but it doesn't look pretty. And Nick Pericles really hasn't had that star-studded Starlight race just yet this year. However, with due time, with how long this championship is, that could be a factor later on. DJ Curtis is one of the, Ingrid Hadeland with problems, it looks like there. Maybe not, but Hadeland really slowed up there. I want to take a look and see what happened to Hadeland there, but DJ Curtis has been one of the biggest movers so far in the race, starting back in 30th, all the way up to 19th now. Actually 20th now, because he lost a spot to Verona there. Ingrid Hadeland, the queen of European stock car racing. I do want to see what happened to her there, because she lost a lot of momentum there. It's becoming clear that just Hadeland doesn't have that strong of a car right now. Very tight in the center of the corner, and you'll see, at least down in 3 and 4, Hadeland's really been struggling here, just trying to get that car to behave like she wants it to in the middle of the corner there. And as you can see, Abbott's really closing in here on Hadeland here. But, ooh, Abbott had to go wait. Abbott didn't look very good through the center of the corner there, but Carol Abbott, I almost said Caitlin Abbott there. Carol Abbott needs to, I think, improve just a little bit here. Oh, that's Zayden Davidson. I thought that was hard for a minute there, but we go up the field here. Once again, Shepard and Ard are doing battle with one another here, and this is not what you want to do if you're going to try and take down the leader here. It's going to be difficult. A little further back, the pack is still really condensed here. That's Zachary Fitzwater running in 29, not where they want to be right now. Some of these drivers running in. Dylan Speed's the only two-time winner this year so far. Well, I can't say that because right now it's Vince Freeze listed as a two-time as a winner of 5 flags, but that might get overturned, provided that DNC just doesn't throw a bucket of money at it. And I've noticed those Teslas do not do well in the center of the corner there, because I've seen now 2 Teslas really struggle with the entry of 3 there. And so now Dylan Speed's not doing what he wants to do today. A little further up the field, there's Sean Perkins, one of the championship contenders, even though he's only a part-timer. Right now running not in a spot he would like to be running, and that's 27th. The other Silver Speed up here in 26th. There's kind of been a changing of the guard. Honda and Silver Speed used to destroy everybody, and now they're just kind of candles in the wind right now. Hopefully once they get to Europe, they can kind of sort themselves out a little bit, but Eric Monaco's still in the points here and actually trying to get the outside to work there on Zayden Davidson. Davidson shut the door, though, and forced him to back off. In 21 laps, Chester Lester Wester has fallen all the way down to 31st, so despite qualifying very well, Chester Lester Wester not racing very well. But I got to give the Buick a little bit of credit for being up there, for qualifying as high as he did. We'll see how that plays out as this race keeps going. Greg Woodard brings it down pit road here, and we've got some cars now all flying down pit road. I believe the top 3 have all pitted. I think Ryan Matthews is the first car to not. Ooh, contact there between DJ Curtis and the Marlon of Takumi Hirano. And here we go. This very tight pit road here at Texas World Speedway here. There goes the Greg Woodard car there. High dry there as they all come off pit road. Ooh, a little bit of contact there, it looks like, between a couple of cars there. Off pit road comes Woodard. Looks like Aiden Shepard lost a bunch of time on pit road there as we keep going here. Ooh, contact there with the 97 of Austin Silverspoon. We're going to have to go back and take a look and see how that happened. Yeah, it looks like Silver Spoon might have a tire going down here as he would lose control of the cart right into the outside wall there and damage the right side quite hard. And Ryan Matthews had a very clear pit lane when he was on pit road the next time by, and he's going to come out, I believe, fighting for second position as Woodard already blasted by. I think second might get him here, but Vince Freeze also up to fourth. Good job here. Actually, no, Ryan Matthews up into second position here. Oh, Aiden Shepard with more trouble. Bad luck is going to strike Shepard again here. He had some pit road contact, as we saw there with Caton Tannerhill. And now Shepard's got more problems for car 16. Tough break. And they were reporting that the 16 has developed a misfire, so that car is definitely not running as good as it could be. So it's just a tough break for the hometown hero because he was looking on course to be contending for his first ARCSOA Elite Series victory. Probably not going to get it here, though, at this rate. Tough break for Shepard. Greg Woodard is about to start lapping some cars. As you can see, there's Dylan Speeds there, and one of the blameless cars there as well. As here comes Greg Woodard now, just flying around this track, long way back to second place. Vince Freeze now. Vince Freeze just getting by Ryan Matthews there. Freeze, of course, won the Five Flags race amidst controversy that he had pitted before the yellow there, but ooh, Freeze nearly door checks the 06 there. And it actually looks like that really slowed up the 06, as now Ard is now trying to fight on the inside. Ard's not going to get it, though. And now you've got the 06 fighting back. The Marlon Exodia of Takumi Hirano would have a lot of trouble on pit road here and would go numerous laps down as well. It's a tough break for that team because I really thought they had a shot of doing well here and extending their points haul that they've had so far this season, but it's not going to be a strong day for at least one of the Marlon Exodias. Also, Lance Calvin's been really struggling with the 28 car as well. Just got to be real careful with how you get through some of this traffic. Oh, Woodard, the leader blew up! Oh, no! Well, there goes Woodard there, and that might bring out our first yellow of the day right there. Vince Freeze takes the lead, and Greg Woodard from the lead of the race has just blown up. Yellow flag is flying. So new race leader, Vince Freeze now that Woodard has fallen out of the race, is going to take back to the yellow flag here, as it looks like Kai Dry is going to stay on the lead lap, or at least temporarily, as Lance Kelvin does go a lap down. That's not good for Kelvin there, as Gretchen Faust up to third, with Sean Ard fourth, Russell Pliskin up to fifth. Pliskin's done a really good job there in a debutante with the Pontiac G9, is that G8? Whatever it is. Ryan Matthews doing well here. Ethan Moore, Noah Hart, Ethan Kiterman, Zayden Davidson. As we go through the rest of the field here, we're going through any shockers here. Looks like Eric Monaco's still doing well there. Pip Longstocking from 41st on the grid up to 16th. Great start for Longstocking. Those pass cars do look quick there. Looks like Hirano with a little bit more issues there, as it looks like everybody and their mother is going to be bringing it down pit road this time. Oh, Zachary Fitzwater would blow up coming onto pit road as well here, and that's not what you want to see if you're a Fitzwater fan, if you're part of the Australian coalition that watches this, or those from Pennsylvania. Of course, as we know, Zachary Fitzwater is from Trout Run, Australia. I believe that is in the province of North Cumberland County. However, I'm not sure. Tough little contact there between the Menervini and Nick Pericles there. But here they go, all off of pit road there. Of course, Marlon is one lap down. Under this yellow, Anthony Griffith would also have some issues now on his car. Tough break for Griffith here, as his teammate Sean Perkins has really outperformed him so far this season. However, dropping to the back here, well, this track isn't the easiest to pass on, so that's not a good thing for him. Lance Kelvin will be on the tail end of the lead lap with Gretchen Faust, the point leader, in second position. Ryan Matthews, or in first position. Ryan Matthews is in second. Is that Sevar or Ethan Kiterman in third? Great job by Kiterman getting off the grid there. Oh, yeah, there's definite problems with the Aiden Shepard car there. I'm concerned about that car. It's the pass car. Ooh, threads the needle there. Oh, Pericles is going to be the one held up pretty bad there. And I'm very concerned about Aiden Shepard being that slow, getting up to speed out there. Not what we wanted to see there. Blocks DJ Curtis there, and Shepard is going to be a race breaker for some people. I think especially if we don't get any more cautions the rest of the day. This could be a race-breaking thing for a lot of drivers here. Oh, Cody Lamas with no hood on his car. I'm going to have to take a look and see what happened to him on the pit stop cycle. Yeah, this was Lamas on pit road. Yeah, he just drove into the side of the Nissan there, and Monaco drove into the side of him, so got to be careful here at Texas World Speedway. It's not the widest pit road on the planet. So Ryan Matthews' restart, as you can see, hasn't gone well. He restarted second. He's back in 8th here, and you're going to see here Matthews loses a number of spots here just right there. And you're noticing Ryan Matthews' car isn't doing the greatest right now. By 3 or 4 laps after the restart, 5 laps after the restart, Ryan Matthews is all the way down to 22nd. So a lot of issues with that 06 car here. Tight, loose, whatever. It seems unpredictable. And actually, Caitlin Tannerhill nearly ran in, or nearly dumped him there because he's so slow through the center of the corner. Not very good in traffic, that car hasn't been. And I've noticed that's been the same thing with Carter Fitzgerald. That car hasn't been strong in traffic either. Look at Hadeland, nearly on the apron trying to pass people. Ingrid Hadeland. Oh, Austin Silverspoon, what are you doing up there? Being a rather terrifying back marker there. Luckily, it seems like, oh, they're still 3 wide. Never mind. Seems like the pack seem to know what they're doing with him. But got to be real careful as to not get into more trouble than what it's worth with him. So Vince Freeze leads this race over second place man Ethan Moore, third placeman Tyler Faber, and fourth place woman Gretchen Faust. Fifth is Russell Pliskin. There goes Eric Monaco looking for 6th. Diving. Dive bomb move. Finally, the Hondas seem to be doing something for once. The Hondas seem to be pretty strong around this track, which engine power wasn't one of their big things, and I'm kind of surprised that they're doing well here. But Noah Hart down in 6th gets by Russell Pliskin in 7th. But Pliskin's fighting back. Ryan Griffin finally on the move there. Pliskin's actually going to get that spot back there. And Sean Perkins also had a really quick pit stop to get up the order as well. And again, Eric Monaco is slicing through the field very aggressively here. Monaco looking to get his second ARCSOA Elite Series victory here, and he can really make that outside hum there with that Honda. I'm very impressed by the speed that that thing's got, which we haven't seen all year. He's up to 3rd now and is one of the fastest cars on track. I think, if not the fastest car on track now. Eric Monaco is going to be one to watch, even though the 2 leaders are quite a bit in front of Monaco. However, Noah Hart and Ryan Griffin would catch Eric Monaco along with Tyler Faber, I'm sorry. They are gone right now, and Eric Monaco is starting to fall back a little bit as we speak, and now he is just struggling to get that outside to really help him. He maybe lost a lot of his tire grip and might have worn down his tires a little too much trying to get that inside line to work to his liking there. Oh, but Faber, that's an aggressive move trying to get by the lap car of Calvin there, but gonna make it stick. And that's what you got to do, I guess. But meanwhile, up front, it is an Ethan Moore Vince Freeze showdown. How the mighty have fallen here as Ryan Matthews has restarted second and is all the way down to 28th. As it looks like 28th place car or 27th place car, or 28th place car got by him, being Daniel Bouchard now. Caitlin Tannerhill also, the pole sitter, way down the order as well. Not having a great race today. Ethan Moore now is on the bumper of Vince Freeze. Moore has saved his tires a bit here. He's on a redemption tour here. Was a bit of a problem child back in his early years of ARCSOA, but now has turned his life around here and is now racing quite hard. He failed some routine drug tests Ethan Moore did, but now he has turned his life around and said he's turned a new leaf in his career, and now he is fighting for the win here at Texas World Speedway as we are approaching 25 to go. Some cars further back are now starting to short pit here. That's Dylan Speed's Austin Sanders. I see Daniel Bouchard, Eric Monaco on pit road, so now we're getting some of the leaders down pit road here. Looks like Vince Freeze stays out now, as actually as Ethan Moore has gotten by Freeze on track. Those that saving tires there really helped out here, as there's Aiden Shepard, going to be a problem for both of them, it looks like. Well, maybe not such a problem. Oh, Moore's cutting behind him there. Not sure if I like that move, as, oh, there they go, blasting by him. As now, they're going to keep battling for the victory here, as some cars are short pitting, and that's very interesting, because we wouldn't have thought that there, as the Tesla needs a battery charge here pretty quick. Ooh, problems for Sean Perkins on pit road. Looks like Perkins had some left side damage there. I was a little concerned about Perkins there, but they fixed it, and away they go. So now the leaders are on pit road here. A lot of these leaders are actually on the back side of it right now, and that's going to be a very interesting... Oh. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting here, as here comes some cars off pit road. There goes Vince Freeze off pit road. Let's see where Ethan Moore is. Moore is on pit road right now. Somebody else stayed out there. I'm not exactly sure who that was that stayed out, but... Oh, Anthony Griffith stayed out here. But I'm interested to see, will Ethan Moore come out in front of Vince Freeze here? This is where a big... The choice of this race is going to come down to pit lane, I think, here. As here comes Moore out of the pits, and I don't think he... oh, yeah, Vince Freeze is probably going to get him here. We'll see, though. Where is Moore? Moore is on the access road. I was on the apron there. I think Moore might get it, because Freeze is that second car in line, as there's Hirano. No, Freeze is going to get it now. I was incorrect. Freeze got it there. And Vince Freeze now has taken over the presumed lead of this race until they pass Anthony Griffith, of course. And the Marlon Exodia is still fighting as hard as he can, even though he is about 8 laps down. And the Moore Freeze battle is going to heat up there, as Noah Hart realistically in third position there, pretty much cemented in third. Ooh, Ty Silverspoon there. Real slow there, and this is going to help Ethan Moore if he can get by. Doesn't look like he picked the right line, though, and that's going to actually help Freeze there, as long as the Oh, but the Marlon is quick on the outside there. Dang, there is something wrong with Ty Silverspoon there. Is Silverspoon pitted yet? And so now they're doing 31.9s. 31.7, 31.9. Meanwhile, Noah Hart's doing 31.3s, so it just shows what traffic can do around this track. You've got to be real careful with how you play the traffic game here, as Noah Hart is roughly about 0.3 of a lap quicker every lap. And with 15 to go, he'll be close if he catches those two, especially if more traffic comes up, because we're seeing Austin Silverspoon, Cody Lamas, who doesn't have a hood. They're going to be factors as we keep going here, as Noah Hart continues to be the fastest car on the track right now. Ethan Moore would get very much held up here by Zolt Dormitory there, and there goes Vince Freeze down the front stretch there. This battle's off for a bit, but Moore's got to really claw back now if he has any shot of catching Vince Freeze at the front of the field. Oh, we have Cody Lamas breaking down on track, and that might actually throw a quick yellow here. Oh dear, what happened to Lamas there? No, it was a tire going down, I believe. And yes, that will throw out a yellow flag with under a handful of laps to go. It will be a single file restart here with Vince Freeze in front of Ethan Moore with a lap car in between, and there's 2 more lap cars in between Noah Hart, Gretchen Faust, and as we go a little further back, it gets a bit tougher here with only a handful of laps to go. Very difficult if you get way further back. It's not impossible, though, but with single file restart, it's going to require aggression, but we know Noah Hart can do that, even though he's more of a conservative-natured driver. In the Ferrari there, looks like it's going to come down to whoever can just get the best restart and start slicing and dicing. If you're Ethan Moore, you're going to have to get in front of Kai Dry as quickly as possible, and Noah Hart might actually want to work with the Marlon there, because the Marlon is not a slow car. Noah Hart, I believe, is the fastest car. Whoa, Gretchen Faust, 31-0. I don't think anything's beaten that for a bit. Also, congrats to, somebody had a 31-0 back here, too. Lance Kelvin, even though he is a lap down, is pretty quick right now. But Vince Freeze has a number of laps to hold off to get his 2nd win of the season here. He won round 4, presumably won round 4. And here we go once again here at Texas World. Bad start by Freeze there. Even worse start by Noah Hart there. The pack is together. Ethan Moore is trying to get going now to get by Kai Dry. This is what Moore has to do. Moore is going for the lead now on Vince Freeze. Noah Hart now. Whoops, I messed that cam up. So now Noah Hart is in the lead group with Ethan Moore and Vince Freeze. Could this be Noah Hart's day? Kai Dry very slow out there. I don't think anybody's got a shot further back. They all really got held up there. Austin Silverspoon really slow through the center of the corner there. Eric Monaco nearly sideswipes him. The front of the field now. Vince Freeze is losing ground to Ethan Moore. But these two drivers have got to keep up with Moore, or else they're going. If they keep battling side by side, they're going just to cede the race to Moore, because there's no traffic in front of him. However, Moore does not look strong down the strip. Is there something wrong with Ethan Moore's car? Oh no, we got a yellow. That's why. The Calamity Brothers of Austin and Ty would be the factors in this wreck, as Austin Silverspoon's not paying attention. Ty, and that his brother is down there, and ARCSOA Salemi would get caught up in it all. And that would bring out a yellow flag here and possibly end this race. Well, this is the big question. They're coming to 2 to go, and the lights go out. So we're going to get a 1-lap dash here for the cash here at Texas World Speedway. Vince Freeze and Noah Hart are really the only drivers that have a shot at Ethan Moore here. A Slemmy and the Silverspoon brothers will... A Slemmy won't be too happy with the Silverspoon brothers. They're slowing in the way most of the time. Ethan Moore's just got to get a good restart here, but restarts have been difficult today, I've noticed, as you can get a big run there. Looks like we got one of the Menervinis on the apron back there. Is that Miyazaki? No, that's Dormitory back there, running 35th, 1 lap down. Here we go. Ethan Moore looking to get his 2nd ARCSOA Elite Series victory. I think he won one way back a while ago. Vince Freeze there, and Noah Hart hasn't won one in a while. When it comes to 1 lap, Noah Hart's been in this series longer than anybody, really, full time. And now it's going to be Noah Hart's chance to use that experience to get going here. However, from the 3rd spot there, it's going to be difficult, I believe. Anyone further else back, I mean, those 2 cars behind Hart are a lap down at least. I just don't see it. Pace cars coming in for a 1-lap dash. This is it. And here we go, everybody. Bad start by Moore. Great start by Noah Hart. Is Hart going to be able to get underneath both of them? He's going to have the Marlon with him. But I think that Marlon's going to hurt Hart, actually. I think this might actually help Moore here. That the Marlon Exodia dove underneath there. It's not going to be Vince Freeze, I can tell you that. Can Noah Hart get behind the Marlon Exodia there? Ryan Griffin out of nowhere jumps into third. And I believe it's going to be Ethan Moore here, coming out of turn 4. Ethan Moore for Toyota is going to be the victor here at Texas World Speedway. Second's going to go to Noah Hart. I believe third actually went to Ryan Griffin in the Silver Speed car. Great to see that. So the Indiana native wins the round of Texas World here. Second goes to Noah Hart. Third goes to Ryan Griffin. If Ryan Griffin had another lap there, I think Ryan Griffin could have won that race with the amount of speed he had. Another lap or two, Ryan Griffin could have had that. Vince Freeze fourth. Gretchen Faust fifth. Carol Abbott sixth. Tyler Faber seventh. Pip Longstocking eighth. Came from 41st on the grid to 8th. Great showing, debut showing for Pip Longstocking. 9th for Sean Ard, 10th for Rich Roy, 11th for Hadeland, 12th for Kiterman, 13th for Monaco, 14th for Jones, 15th for Pericles, 16th for Speed, 17th for Pliskin, double points for the PASS team, 18th for Woodard, Bethany Woodard that is, 19th for Davidson, 20th for Ilkin, 21st for Curtis, 22nd for Bouchard, 23rd for Sanders, 24th for Matthews, and 25th for Carter Fitzgerald. Holiday, Wester, Tanner Hill, Miyazaki, Perkins, Griffith, Aslemi, Dry, Kelvin, Silver Spoon, Dormitory, Lamas, Austin Silverspoon, Aiden Shepard, Takumi Hirano, Fitzwater, and Greg Woodard would all not score points today. So, leaving the round of Texas World, we have Sean Ard on the points lead with 210, Gretchen Faust with 209, Bethany Woodard with 207. Then you got a big jump back to Carol Abbott, Vince Freeze, Dylan Speeds, Tyler Faber, Nick Pericles, again, not flashy, but getting up the order. Noah Hart needed that, Ryan Griffin needed that, Sean Perkins didn't need the run yet. Lance Calvin, DJ Curtis, Ingrid Hadeland not doing as well as we would have thought. Zayden Davidson, Ryan Matthews, again, another one that we thought would be doing a little bit better this year. Same with Greg Woodard. Eric Monaco, again, one driver that we thought would be fighting for the championship. Ethan Moore needed that. Daniel Bouchard, Aiden Shepard, Takumi Hirano, Caitlin Tannerhill. Big jump between Hirano and Tannerhill. Anthony Griffith, Cody Lamas. Cody Lamas, last year's reigning champion, down in 25th in the points. Definitely needs a comeback. Rich Roy, Ethan Kiterman, Ayapo Aslemi, Carter Fitzgerald, Bobby Jones, Pip Longstocking, Kai Dry, Austin Sanders, Sevar Ilkin, Mika Miyazaki, Zolt Dormitory, Allison Holiday, Ty Silverspoon, Russell Pliskin, Zachary Fitzwater, Chester Wester, and Austin Silverspoon. Let's take a look at the constructor standings. So now it is time for the constructor standings, which is Nissan on 348 takes the lead over Silver Speed with 344. Lycoya not too far back with 337, and Marlon still within striking distance as well. Hadeland Sport also. Then you start getting a little bit fuzzier with the Toyota, Ferrari, Dominion Caraway, Group Ford Performance Technologies, Team Thunder, Bradley, Tesla, Matthews, Roy Inc., Honda, MAM, MDR, Menervini, Pass, Blameless, and ARCSOA America. However, at the top of the constructors' standings, things are going quite well. The next race is the round of the streets of St. Petersburg, which will be the last North American race for quite some time, because then we're going to go over to Europe and enjoy some of their fine cuisine and delicacies, and as well as racing on some of their finest circuits. I'm sure you will all join us for those events as well. We will see you then, everybody. We'll see you in St. Pete.